welcome back to my lab, everybody. So today I'm posting my third video for the day because I have a good cameraman here. So I have a couple things I want to test with pH paper, which measures the pH of certain objects, or should I say liquids. So I have two bottle caps filled with a little bit of water, and one tiny beaker, one jug of alcohol that is 99% pure, some salt, and citric acid. So I'm gonna start by taking like a very tiny bit of salt and putting it in one thing to make sure it's saturated, to make sure it dissolves until no more could dissolve. So I can make it like a high salinity. I'm using my rod to stir it around. I'm going to use a toothpick because a toothpick is much thinner. And I hope it's saturated. Okay, so now for the citric acid. Now for my opener, I'm going to open it and then pull. Okay, it's open, and I'm going to pour out a little bit onto the lid. Okay, so I'm going to once again pour until it is saturated, or until no more could dissolve. Citric acid is a stuff that is found on sour candies, and that is a stuff that makes your face tingle when you eat sour candies. So that is what citric acid is, if you don't know what it is. And so now that I have all of them mixed up, pour the rest that isn't needed and back in the container and close the container. And now for pH paper. I'm going to test alcohol last, so I'm going to rip off like that much paper. One piece, and then two pieces. So there's a color coding chart on the little case. So you see where the 7 is? That is neutral, or that is where water is. So it's neutral. And 11 is very high alkaline or basic. But mine can only go up to 11. The other ones can go up to 14, which is quite sad. But I'm going to make a new video as soon as I can get the paper that can reach 14. So I'm going to take my pair of tweezers, and I'm going to grab onto one end of this so I don't get my hands in it, because my hands could be contaminated because I just had some ice cream. So just remember, people, this one is citric acid, and this one is salt water. So I'm going to try citric acid. Ooh, look at that. It's turning orange. Yep, it is that too, which is quite high in acid content. So now it just dried up and turned back to the regular pH paper color. So now for salt water. Now that we know citric acid is quite acidic, let's see what happens with salt water. I would expect it to be at 8, which is where baking soda is. So look at that. I think it's at 6 or a 7 or 5, but I'm not sure. It's probably at 6. It's now that it's dried up, it turned lighter, so it looks like it's 5, and that's why the instructions said compare to color code chart immediately after dipped in the liquid. So now I'm going to set that aside and rip off another piece of paper. And I'm going to use 99% alcohol. So I'm going to open up my little jar. I'm having a hard time opening this jar. Okay, it's open. Probably because its bottom is bulged out because pressure in here. So I'm gonna try to peel this open because this is a brand new jug of alcohol. So it's not been oxidized or exposed to oxygen quite yet. But until I peel this open, it will be. You know what? I can't get this open. I'm gonna use this thing. Okay. Okay, there we go. I have a little hole. I'm gonna pour it into this. Squishing it in. How about that? And screw the lid back on. And hopefully it is not exposed to oxygen anymore. And now I'm going to stick my little tweezers onto it. I am expecting, oh, I can smell alcohol. I'm expecting 9. Well, my hypothesis is 9. Oh, look at that. It is quite acidic. It's at 4 or 3. Yeah, it's at 4, which is quite acidic. I never knew that alcohol can be so like acidic. I expect it to be like 9, which is quite alkaline. But I'm gonna sit it down and we can compare our paper. So if you can take a look here. Now I can set that aside, and this one looks just like this paper I started with, except it is at 2 because this was a citric acid and it's acid because acid is in its name. And this one, salt water, is at 6 or 7. So that for salt water is close to neutral. So I might have not dissolved a lot of salt, so it could be close to neutral, but salt water should be a little bit acidic. And for alcohol, I got 4, which is pretty acidic, about the same acidity as black coffee. So I got a yellow. So you can see I started with like a pale orange colored paper, and now it turned to yellow, which is quite obvious if you can compare it right here. So this is all I have for you today, and this is what I got. So I'll hope you can join me next time, but until then, goodbye.